So, thank you for joining us today for the silent meditation that goes on each and every day at this exact time. It's kind of a free meditation that has was started by one of our friends and mystics, Pam Gregory, who's in the UK, and she said at 7 p.m. in the UK, which is 11 a.m. here in California and 2 in the East Coast, we can spend 15 minutes or so putting our attention on creating a more harmonious world. And what a great way to use your power of attention, your superpower. You know, what you put your attention on, you enliven, you encourage to grow, you create coherence with, depending, of course, on the quality of your attention. But as meditators, I know you've got a great quality of attention. Thank you for joining me today, the day before Thanksgiving here in the US. And you are being joined. We have an Awaken Wednesday club, but you're being joined by a few of my friends on my mailing list and some of the teachers in the teacher training program and graduates. So thank you for being here. It just warms my heart that we get to spend this time together. And if you'd like to in the chat, feel free to just say hello and maybe where you're seated, where you're practicing from. And you may be surprised that there's someone in your community who's on this call. It just might be true. And community is for me, is one of the most important aspects of my spiritual growth. And so I'm really, really grateful for you being in this community, even though it is digital. We are still live. I know you're in 3D over there, even though you're in 2D for me. And maybe you're even in 4D. So look at all these beauties here from Arizona. And of course, I'm in California, North Carolina, Connecticut. Wow. Seattle, you can take a look. Florida, New York, all over, all over the United States and maybe all over the world. It's great to see you here. I'm glad you're here. So, what I hope to do in the next 40 minutes or so is talk a little bit about gratitude. Obviously, you know the benefits, but let's talk about them anyway. And and then go to a gratitude meditation, maybe about 20 minutes. And if you want to hang out and share, we can do that as well in a breakout room afterwards. So thank you for being here. My name's Sarah McLean. Some of you know me, some of you have never been on one of these calls. So for first timers, I'm glad you're here. I'm recording this and you can watch it on my YouTube channel. So, everybody's been talking about keeping your vibe high. I mean, I love it when people say that, but I'm like, how do I do that? How do I keep my vibe high? Well, I know what keeps my vibe low. If I start paying attention to the problems in the world, or I start struggling against what is and not letting myself be present for what's going on. If I spend a little too much time in the complaining realm, which I have done, or feeling like a sense of lack or victimhood. So I would imagine when someone says keep your vibe high, they're talking about the opposite rather than complaining, which is a habit, to practice gratitude. Rather than putting my attention on problems, maybe I put my attention on my solutions. Rather than not feeling what's going on in the moment, not being present for what's going on, I then, to keep my vibe high, am right here, right now, in this moment, where my life actually is, where my feelings are felt, where my connections are made, and where miracles can happen sometimes. So, putting my attention on the present moment is certainly one way to keep my vibe high. I'm going to ask you if you have some ways that you keep your vibe, whatever it is, your vibration, your energetic world, your attitude. How do you do that? Do you watch funny cat videos? Do you call a friend? Do you send flowers or pick flowers or go to a farmer's market? What is it you do to keep your vibration high? And I would even use the word expanded, keeping it expanded rather than contracted and fearful and victimized, being expanded and connected and open and loving. What do you do? I invite you to put that in the chat here, and I'm going to take a look. I think about dancing and welcome to our Mexican friends and hello from South Carolina. Or Eugene, Oregon. Hello, Kristen. All right. So a lot of us, and I see this Annette in here, Some of you FaceTime your granddaughters, some of you walk in nature, you connect with your tribe, whatever you want to call your community. Move your body, go into nature. Hello to the people in the UK, Isabel. Do Tai Chi or Qigong, listen to the birds, spend time in nature. I like to cook. I like to feed people. I like to look at recipes. Keeping your vibe high. I've talked a lot about the power of attention and using your attention to create a more beautiful world for yourself. And as some of you know, I was in a discussion about this yesterday with a friend of mine. There are, some of you might not know this, so I'll share this with you. In Buddhism, there are two paths. You might have heard of the Bodhisattva path, the Mahayana path. The Dalai Lama would be a great example of that. He believes that all beings everywhere need to get enlightened. That's his effort. That's why he's here in this planet and he's incarnated to do that. We probably know a few other saints and people that are on this planet to do the same thing. That is a beautiful way to do it. And yet, I don't know how to get from where I am to there, to have everybody be enlightened, even though that's my wish too. And so then I thought, wow, okay, there's this other Lao Tzu poem that talks about getting personally enlightened, personally finding your best most expanded self. And this is Hinayana. It's a different branch of Buddhism. And people just get enlightened for themselves. And then Lao Tzu's poem says, and you've heard me say this before, in order to have peace in the world, there must be peace between nations. In order to have peace between nations, there must be peace in the cities. In order to have peace in the cities, there must be peace between neighbors. And in order to have peace between neighbors, there's got to be peace in the home. And in order to have peace in the home, there must be peace in the heart. So I thought yesterday, when I was talking about this with a friend, that, if I just take care of this heart, live with my integrity, keep my vibe high, and you do the same thing, we're going to have peace on this planet. So I encourage you to find the ways in which you have less stress and a more open heart. And I know some of us have been going through maybe a hell realm these days. I see someone's been sick for 2 weeks. My website went down for um, a month, all of them, and I couldn't get my emails. My cat was killed by a coyote. Um, I had been ripped off for $6,000 from somebody, and it just was like, what's next? What's next? What's next? I'm sure you've got your own version of what's next. I'm not trying to complain here, but I am going to say that there's a lot of us who are going through very difficult moments where we just go, why am I even here? Why am I struggling like this? And I heard somebody say yesterday, or actually this morning, I woke up pretty early and I was listening to a broadcast with Pam Gregory, the astrologer, and this man who is a physicist. And he goes, what if all of this stuff arising, all the emotional difficulties, the physical difficulties, the environmental difficulties, the relationship issues, what if it's all arising to purify your nervous system so you can be the best self you can be? Now, I know that sounds crazy, but as a meditation teacher, I can tell you that oftentimes I'll say, the thoughts in meditation are just an indication that you're releasing stress, especially when you're doing a transcendental type of meditation like a mantra practice or a mindfulness breath practice. But what if what's going on in this world at this time on this planet is all about just getting rid of those um, kinks in your spiritual soul and your body and the stuff that keeps you from being connected and knowing who you really are. So I loved thinking about that this morning and I wanted to share it with you because I know some of us are going through really challenging times. And thank you, Deb. It doesn't sound crazy. Yeah, I feel like some of us are being put through this test at the end of maybe what some people are calling the end of the Kali Yuga, this period of time where deception and discord ruled, and we're moving into, in the Vedic tradition, the ancient tradition, 26,000 years of Sat Yuga, truth the yuga, the time of truth, the time of enlightenment. So, and then I heard someone say that when a lot of our pain is exposed, even to ourself, and we see the discord and the world being exposed to all of us, if you watch the news or even hear from people, the light is what's purifying everything. It all, including our own emotions, our own personal difficulties, that it's all being exposed so it can be illuminated and then ultimately dissolved. Wouldn't that be good? That's what I keep on meditating for. I hope it sounds good to you. Anyway, so gratitude, as you know, is a practice that you can do anytime, anywhere. And I've been teaching a lot of leaders this very short practice, and I'll do it right now with you, and then we'll move into the meditation. But this is sort of a precursor to our meditation. And so you can share this with your family at Thanksgiving if you have a place to go or people to talk to. Um, and I might do the same thing. I'm going to a neighbor's house, and I'm going to, for everybody I talk to, I'll say, okay, now imagine or bring to your heart and mind five things that you are grateful for. Simply anything that comes to your heart and mind. And I always do five. It's on your fingers. It's easy. Should be pretty easy if you even look around your room or look out your window or take a deep breath. And then I have these people in this leadership group, and I'll have the people tomorrow at the Thanksgiving dinner. Think about five things, experiences, five things that you're grateful for about yourself. Just five things that you're grateful for. Maybe you've got a kind heart, or you make a great meal. So hopefully you came up with them. And if you don't know five things that you can be grateful for, maybe this meditation will help you. But that's such an easy way to shift your mindset from thinking about what you don't have to paying attention to what you do have. And the practice of contentment rather than complaining, or even on the other spectrum, gratitude and being grateful, thankful of your life. And so here we go. We're going to meditate. But of course, as I like to say, I like to share five essentials. And the first is it's okay if you have thoughts. As we talked about, if your mind drifts away, it's just doing what it does, and you just bring it back here. And don't worry about what your mind is trapped in, what it's attending to. Just come back here to this moment and the meditation. Secondly, be gentle, kind with yourself. And I'm going to sit, just nod and just give you a moment to think about that and to commit to that. Third, begin the meditation with a beginner's mind, a mind free from preconceived notions about what a gratitude meditation is and where we should start and end and all of that. Let's just do what we do. Fourth, don't try to force a feeling because mood making or forcing a feeling is actually going to create more of a filter. We want to just be transparent. So just let whatever happens, happens, whether you feel waves of sadness, grief, anger, or just pure joy. Let everything be as it is. And lastly, don't give up. We're going to do this, let's see here, for about probably 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. And I'll keep track of the time so you don't have to. You can get as comfortable as you want to, sitting down, lying down, although I prefer sitting upright. Feet on the floor if you like, hands in your lap. Your eyes can be open, they can be closed, or they can be gazing to the ground. And ideally, you remain relatively still, though if you need to scratch an itch or move to get more comfortable, please do. And we'll get started. I'm so happy that you're here. So happy we're creating this wave of coherence in the world. So let's begin by becoming aware of the support that's right here in this space we're sitting in. Perhaps you feel the chair holding you up or the ground beneath your feet. You can begin, if you like, by giving yourself some long, slow, deep breaths through your nose, breathing in slowly and deeply, breathing out slowly and fully at your own pace. These long, slow, deep breaths activate your vagus nerve, which invites the rest and digest response, even if you've been busy all day up till now. Long, slow, deep breaths. And then let your breath become natural. It's natural rhythm and depth. There's no need to control or regulate your breathing as we meditate today. And as you sit here, begin to notice the sense of aliveness in your body. You can start with the breath, simply noticing the way your body moves with the breath. As each inhale oxygenates you and each exhale rids yourself of toxins. Perhaps you can tune into your energetic body. Perhaps you feel some tingling in your fingers or your lips or your whole face. Simply tune into any sense of aliveness, the vibration of being alive. It's very subtle, but you might even be able to hear your heartbeat or feel your pulse. Some of us can even hear the circulation as it moves in the body. Begin to sense the way the energy moves with your breath. For instance, if you breathe in, perhaps you feel a subtle lifting of your energy or lowering of your energy. As you breathe out, notice which way your energy body moves. It's very subtle. Simply tune in and notice. And drawing your attention now to your heart center, the space just behind your breastbone. You might even imagine breathing into this space and breathing in light or love. You might sense a subtle glow in your heart, the light of your life, the star that you are and have been since your first breath or even before. As you breathe in light, imagine a soft ray or soft glow of this star beaming from your heart and every cell of your body. Imagine that you are the light, and that you glow with the light of love, simply sitting here. Each breath makes you a little more bright. And tuning into your heart center, the home of love and compassion, empathy and understanding, forgiveness and deep connection. It's a junction point between your human body and your divine soul. Sense your connection to the people here with you on this call or in the space around you. A luminous thread of, or a net of flickering lights. Now, what arises naturally when you consider what you're grateful for? Perhaps it's your practice. Perhaps it's your commitment to your spiritual growth and creating more peace on this planet. Perhaps you're grateful for simply waking up today, for taking an easy breath and opening your eyes to see the beauty around you. Perhaps you are happy to stand up as you got out of bed, safe, alive, ready to greet your day. Perhaps you're grateful for the way the body moves or the organs that sustain your life. Perhaps you're grateful for your emotions, your ability to feel deeply, the nourishing ones, the challenging ones, and your commitment to have a beautiful day. Perhaps you're grateful for your mind, your curiosity, your mind that processes, plans, remembers, and makes commitments. And the heart-mind connection. Begin to scan your body and with this attitude of a gratitude, thanking your feet and your legs, your knees, your hips, letting the sensations of your body call you and meet the sensations with appreciation. Remembering that your attention is love. Even if you have an area that you wish were different or wish were healthier, allow your attention to rest there and bathe it in your loving awareness. And now bring your attention to your sensory organs, starting with your eyes. Your eyes that see this beautiful world, see the loved ones and the faces of your loved ones. And your third eye, your inner sight, that tunes into your imagination and your inner knowing, seeing all possibilities. Tuning your attention now to your ears, and your ability to hear. Whether you hear the sound of your heartbeat or your own breath, the steady hum of being alive, so reassuring. Your ability to hear laughter, yours and others, or the sounds of nature, the bird songs, the wind in the trees. Whatever you hear right now, meet every sensory input with love and gratitude. As you tune in now to your skin, sense of touch. Perhaps you feel the clothing on your skin, or you're grateful for the temperature in your room. Touch also refers to emotions and connections, being touched by someone's care and concern and love. Perhaps you're grateful for your nose and your ability to smell, your olfactory bulb, your ability to breathe. Notice what aromas are in the air now. And appreciate the aromas you might smell later as someone cooks for you or you cook for yourself, or you step outside. Become aware of the fresh scent of the breeze. And of course, your mouth, your ability to taste, chew, swallow, your ability to speak, appreciating your teeth and the way that your mouth serves to turn the world out there into the world of your body through food and all the sweet and flavors, spicy flavors, savory flavors. Tuning into your body once again, the whole body. Do you notice where you begin and end? Do you sense your edges? Or are you one with the environment around you? Appreciating the environment you're in, your shelter, your safety, the food and water in your kitchen, and just outside your door, the air, the sky, your neighbors, animal and human, the flora, the trees, flowers, weeds, the earth under your feet. Imagine the earth herself as you step outside your door, saying to you, "Thank you for noticing and loving me." Allowing your body to completely soften and relax. Perhaps you can appreciate your freedom to be here, put your attention on what you want to put your attention on, to live the way you do. Your freedom to think about anything you want to think about. Your freedom to speak, to be uniquely yourself. Appreciating your inner intelligence, your inner creativity, the same intelligence and creative force that permeates every star, cell, every living thing. And now, silently, you can repeat the words thank you. Allow your mind to wander where it will as you appreciate your life, the people who have met you in your life, or you live with, or you love, who have loved you. Thank you for your body and your breath. We'll do this for a few minutes in silence. Thank you. Imagine that this attitude of gratitude radiates through you like a warm golden light. Perhaps this is what high vibes feel like. And even as our meditation comes to a close, may the beauty of the blessings of your life continue to reveal themselves to you today, tomorrow, and every day. As we take nothing for granted, we appreciate our lives. So before opening your eyes, I invite you to thank yourself for taking the time to be a light in the world. And thanks to everyone who's walking this path with us. Very important part of our community. And as you deepen your breath with your eyes closed, imagine staying connected to your heart center throughout the day. You can slowly begin to open your eyes, first with a downward gaze. And then when you feel ready to open your eyes all the way, you can do that, but there's no rush. Savor your life and your time. So thank you for joining me today. The light in me honors the light in you, and I urge you to glow on, keep glowing, and recognize that you are exactly where you're meant to be, that you are right on time, that you are grateful enough, that you are good enough, and life loves you. It's really important to remember that. I have to remember it myself, even when things get difficult. So thank you for joining me today. I'm going to stop the recording and invite you to share if you like as we go into a breakout room. And let me just stop here.